What's up, nation? Long time no see. This is Rock Var hanging out with Lyda and Bodie in the Var household on the Nation. And we're feeling pretty in pink, apparently, today, because that is, you can see the icon in the upper right-hand corner, Lyda's. We're playing on her account today because I wanted to show off electric DPS and the loadout that I've been using for that, and how fun it is to DPS with electricity now. So I'm going to show that off just a little bit. I apologize for the last week of not doing very much streaming. It's been pretty hectic trying to keep up with life stuff, and so I just hadn't been able to keep up with the stream, but we're back in action now, so we should be back on the full schedule this week. Hopefully we'll be doing every other day like we had been doing before. I'm going to quickly tweet that we are streaming because I'm not able to do that on Lyda's account, so let's do streaming at DCUO live on youtube.com/C, which I have no idea, /Var Nation, which is our there we go. Which is our link for some reason. It's www.youtube.com/C/Var Nation. So, because I don't have the option to do that, I don't have it set up on her like I do regularly. So hopefully that'll let some people know that we're doing it. But tonight we are chilling out. It's a Tuesday night. It's been a glorious week so far in the Var household, to say the least. But we've gotten through it. It's been a rough couple of days, and so I apologize, guys. I know I tweeted over the weekend that come hell or high water I would be streaming, and then later on that night I ended up tweeting that both hell and high water happened, because they did. All chaos ensued, and but we got everything under control now. We're back to life as usual, I hope, and we should be better. So enough about us and our chaotic home life that we've had to deal with, and let's get into some DC Universe Online. It's a great week in DCUO. We had a wonderful member gift this week, and also an outstanding gift for all players, and I'll show that off here throughout the stream. The first thing that we're going to do, though, is I am going to go to our league hall, and I'm going to show you guys what the rotation is that I'm using here. This is Wonder Girl JLU. This is one of it's Lyda's tune I made her make. She's got a few of those that I just was like, you need a Wonder Girl tune to be in the league. So because I've got a Superboy in this league, we have to have a Wonder Girl as well. So she's semi-low level. She's a 126 combat rating. She's only got 95 or so skill points. She's not doing too bad. We're going to do probably just some kind of solo something with her to show off the rotation, but she has nothing, as you can see. I don't even think I can warp to League Hall or anything from her base, so I'm going to go to the Watchtower, and then we're going to head over to the JLU Legends League Hall so I can hit the dummies up and show you guys this rotation. And then we'll do probably, I don't know, maybe some solo, maybe some duo type stuff. She's not really equipped to go into a 4-player or an 8-player mission and do much of anything at this point. We still have to work on her a little bit. So, and I apologize, I don't know if I have the volumes and settings and all that good stuff right on this. Because I think I've only streamed with her tune, with her account, one other time, and honestly I can't tell you that I even watched it afterwards to see if it went right. I guess I could go over there right now and make sure that I've got volume. because that would be horrible if I was going this whole time. And yep, I'm talking. I can hear myself. Good deal. All right. Well, thank you again for joining us. I feel like I'm new at doing this all of a sudden again. Like it's my first night. I've never streamed before. We got to come up with a name for this. The JLU Legends. The League Hall is still called League Hall. Come on, I'm better than that. I should know better than that. I should have something up my sleeve. I was gonna do something based off of you know, the actual Justice League, but then what do you have? You've got the Hall of Justice, and you've got the Watchtower, and you can't really use the Watchtower. This definitely isn't the Hall of Justice because it's underwater. So I was thinking maybe this is underneath the place where the Young Justice team is. I can't remember what theirs is called. Is it Happiness Harbor or something like that? Happy Harbor? I don't know. But we'll figure something out for it. It needs a name, damn it. We can't be the nameless League Hall forever. It's just not right. So we'll go down here to where we got some dummies. And I'm going to go... Now, forgive me when I start doing this. It's probably going to be sloppy and ugly because I have not practiced a lot with it yet. And she has horrible power back. I was going to come on before the stream and mod her up so she could at least get some power back. But here's the thing. I'm lazy. And I was hungry, and I made dinner, the delicious ramen and mashed potatoes, and chicken ramen, if you must know. It's delicious, chicken flavored. So I made my delicacy of chicken ramen and mashed potatoes, and then we started watching Sons of Anarchy, because now, and I'm very happy to report, I've got Lyda into Sons of Anarchy. I knew it would happen sooner or later. She just, whenever a show is that good, it's just a matter of getting the right episode on at the right time when she's in the room. There can't be any kind of sexual stuff going on. There can't be violence going on. There's got to be something going on in the story that'll hook her. Not hook her, but hook her. And we got it. So she's into it. That, and we also have, I'm proud to report, and you all might think that the reason why I haven't been able to stream for the past couple of days is because I just got into the Defenders. That is not the case. I did get into the Defenders, but that's not what has kept me from streaming. Man, Defenders is good. I am just like a fanboy, happy, smiling from ear to ear when they do their first team-up battle. I mean, I couldn't stop. I watched it twice in a row. The fight scene, just because it was that cool to see all those characters interacting with each other. If I were to do... I've watched the entire season already. If I were to do a review on it, which I might just do, but not right now, I'm going to give it thumbs ups all the way. Because it was phenomenal. It was a little slow, but then you got to keep in mind, this is the first season for that particular show. I don't know if they're doing more seasons of it or not, but it's always like that in the beginning. The first few episodes, it's normally of a new show like that or something, is normally kind of a real slow build up. So it was exactly what I expected as far as that. But once the ball gets rolling and once the fight scenes start happening, it was just great. And I loved how each character's time in the beginning, when they were kind of going through who the build up to it, when it's like, oh, well, you start out with Danny Rand, and then they bring in Jessica Jones, and then they bring in Luke Cage, and throughout that you see Matt Murdock popping in here and there. But every time a character is kind of owning the screen, so to speak, or they're telling some of their stories, place where they meet up, it's really in the look and feel of that character's standalone series, and I love that. I love watching the fact that, as they've got Luke Cage coming home from prison, or whatnot, the camera, the look and the feel of the shots were Luke Cage from Luke. It felt like Luke Cage. And then when they'd go back and it'd be Jessica Jones, it was real dark and gritty and dirty and drunk. And then kind of the same thing when they would show Danny as opposed to Matt, and just kind of the interactions of Danny and Matt. I really liked seeing. Now, of course, the fanboy in me loves to see Luke Cage and Iron Fist together because of the numerous amount of team-ups they've been involved in throughout the years. If you want to look at it this way, they're kind of like Marvel's version of Hal Jordan and Oliver Queen. There's always a team-up happening with Luke Cage and Danny Rand in some form. So that was cool, and I like to see that happening. But what I really, really like to see was the interaction between Matt Murdock and Danny, because Matt's my boy. Like, I love Daredevil. I have most of my life. My dad was a huge Daredevil fan. Actually, he was more of a Stick fan than a Daredevil fan, but always loved Daredevil. Love the way that they portray this character and the way that they're doing it, and just the fact that they're kind of cut from the same cloth, these characters, but from so different worlds. Matt is from more of the real world. He's more grounded. However, he has experienced the Hand, and so he knows of these kind of supernatural type things, and his experience with them has evolved over time. Danny, of course, completely from pretty much a supernatural, if you want to call it that, background, also knows and is very experienced with the Hand. And to see the two of them kind of join forces and the difference in their characters, because if you're watching, and Megas says he liked it too, I figured you would. Thanks for joining the stream, by the way. I guess when I was watching Daredevil, I've been a Daredevil-aholic, at least as far as the show has been, since it aired on Netflix. I've continuously just kept rewatching it. I've never really stopped. No matter what show that I'm watching on and off, Daredevil's a mainstay for me, and I just go back and rewatch it from the beginning. And quite honestly, I feel like it's that damn good. And then when Iron Fist came out, I wanted to do the same thing, but I just wasn't feeling that one as much. I liked it. It was cool. When I went back and watched it the second time, that was kind of enough for me. I didn't need to go back a third or fourth time. So, and it was probably just because I was way ready for Defenders at that point. But essentially, when you're watching Daredevil and when you're watching Iron Fist separately, it's easy to feel like they're very similar shows, or they're very similar characters, because of the martial arts, because of the even though Iron Fist, the character, has kind of a mystical background to him, he's interacting with a world that's very real, and except for the Hand part of it. But the fact that he's fighting in New York City and that kind of stuff, they feel, and they're fighting the same enemy in a lot of cases, so it really it kind of can feel like the same show. It's easy to get not confused as to who's who. You can't do that, but just like, here we are, it's another kind of martial arts hero, and that's that. But when you see those two characters in the same room with each other, you can see how different their personalities are, and when you see them fighting, either when it be at each other or enemies separately, you can see the huge differences in their fighting styles, and that's what I really, really liked. So yeah, even though I just went on a 13-minute review of the Defenders, I'll do a separate review video for that, and I'll get to the DCUO now. Light is looking at me like, oh my god, really? Yeah, the whole time. That's what we've been talking about, Bode. Bode just walked back in the room. Yeah? Alright. So this is, like I said, Wonder Girl JLU, and we are playing Electricity. Electric is our power. We're electric. And I'm going to show you this loadout here. So this is completely, and you can see she doesn't have very many skill points. This is completely super powered focused. This is again from Codextra Performance. I got this loadout from them, their YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. A lot of good loadouts there. So I filled up critical attack chance, I filled up critical attack damage as I should do, and the only thing that I have left is might. 28 points to put in might and power. I put 5 points in health because at the time I thought it would be necessary. Later on, after playing some other tunes and doing the respec here over and over again, I realized that it's absolutely not necessary, at least not that I've found. So there, that's that. I put nothing in iconic powers for her. I put 1 in flight. I put 1 in brawling. And here is my loadout, and I'll tell you in the order of which it will go. So I start with arc lightning. You strike your target with a bolt of electricity, stunning and damaging it. Then the bolt will jump to more enemies, stunning and damaging them, or jump and heal allies. It also heals you when used. Now, here's the thing. The main reason that I'm putting this out there, because it electrifies enemies. This is our power interaction. We're starting our PI here. So this move electrifies our enemies, making them vulnerable to electric effects. And that is really why we're using it. The next thing I'm jumping to is Electrocute. Summon an acute electrical event to damage enemies within its area of effect. And as you can see, the power interaction is electrified or polarized enemies take additional damage. So we're going straight from arc lightning to Electrocute. And then the next thing I'm going to hit is Voltic Blast. Call down a bolt of electricity to strike your target and enemies near it, damaging them. Electrified enemies take additional damage. So once we've done those 3 things, we've put out arc lightning. We're playing off the fact that it electrifies enemies. We put out Electrocute. Then we put out Voltaic Blast. We need to start our PI again. So arc lightning one more time. So we've done 1, 2, 3. Now we're back to arc lightning. Then we're going to jump over and we're going to hit Tesla Ball. Create a slow moving ball of electricity above your target that zaps enemies, damaging and stunning them. Again, electrified enemies take additional damage. So in this second run of the rotation, I'm going to call it, we're going arc lightning, Tesla Ball, then Voltaic Blast. Okay, so that's the first run, the second run, the third run. We're back to arc lightning to start our PI again. Then we're going to hit Electrogenesis. It says, depending on your role, create a healing aura on yourself and your closest group member, or a damaging aura on your 2 closest enemies. By the time we do that, hit Voltaic Blast again. We're back to arc lightning. Electrocute is off cooldown, so we can go arc lightning, back to Electrocute, back to Voltaic Blast. We're back to the first one again, and we just keep doing those 3 over and over again. So, and it's a good thing this is being recorded, because you can rewind it and watch that again if you need to, because I don't know if I can go through all that again. That is a mouthful, and it's even more kind of confusing the first time you do it. And actually, I'm not going to have enough power to get all the way through it to show you. That's how much of a kind of a power drain this is when you don't have very much into might and power. I'll do my best though, because I think I can hit a soda and do it. So in the order in which it goes, here we go. That is quite a mess. And I don't think I even did it right there. So basically you're just making sure you put out your arc lightning, and then you're watching everything else come off cooldown. And so, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I have no power, but it would be 3. And then you start over completely. And like I said, if you want to see that in action, go watch Code Extra Performance, because the guy's good and he keeps it going and shows you what it's going to look like. So unlike my video here where you're going to have to keep on hitting stop and going back and watching it again. So let's queue for something and see how we do in a mission. I think that if I, oh, actually I can't quite yet. Got to get out of here. And it actually does pretty decent damage. I mean, it's no earth, but it's not horrible damage. There we go. I was going to say, I know I have missions here. Science Fire, no. Trill Goat, how you doing? What's crack-a-lackin', buddy? We'll do Spark of Parallax. I beat this once before with her. That should be alright. That'll give us kind of an idea what's up. We are just doing some electric DPSing. Or we're getting ready to. We've been doing a lot of talking so far. Wow, I have to wait to get into a solo? Damn. Weird. Hanging out here in the JLU Legends League Hall that has nothing in it. We have nothing. Don't be thrown off by my rainbow, people. I'm using my wife's account to stream because I wanted to. I don't have I have an electric tune, but I don't have. He's a healer, so I don't have. Didn't have anything to DPS with on my own.
I'm not interested in an extended stay on Quard. So let's get
but aren't I cute?
Show some respect, Jordan. I carry the spark of the entity Parallax within me. The first being to experience fear in this.
And I guess this is her new 52 out costume. She wanted to look all new 52-ish, I guess. I had originally done it not new 52 because I hate the new 52. Yeah. See, that's not so bad. It's kind of different, really, when you because you don't use your weapons really at all, and it's kind of a range type thing. But they die. They do a good job dying. It kind of sucks when you continuously run out of power, though. See what I can do with these guys. I can show you too after we do this. I may go over real quick and use Lida's tune and show you guys the she's got a mental DPS. The mental loadout is really fun. It's uses weapons. Also, it's a hybrid.
I'll make sure Bleeze and her buddies don't go anywhere.
Indeed. What are the combat? I don't know. I don't even know what the combat rating is for these guys. Let's see. I know she's a 126. There is a feat here that I'm not gonna get for doing order. You have to do it a couple of different times with different orders. Different orders. Who do we want to beat down first? Let's see. Let's do Bleeze. I really feel like Bleeze gets a bad rap. I don't even want to go into her story. It's too sad. Very, very sad. Throw out some weapon attacks here. 'Cause I'm not going to have enough power to do this over and over again. It's going to end up being like the first 3 rotate. I don't want to use that yet. Come over here. Come here, please. Don't make me hit the soda. Do not hit. Thank you. I'm going to be like, do not hit my soda. Or my can. Don't hit my can, please.
I will make your nightmares real.
What is she? Oh, she's a 111. Jeezy Pete's. I should be spanking her. It makes a little more sense here. It's kind of weird that you don't have somebody closer, a closer solo than a 111 when you're a 126.
Your fears made real. Ha! You cannot withstand the terror.
Come on, boys. Just die. Just die for me, please. Now we're gonna have 2 dudes come down that I'm gonna have to beat down on. I'm beating down on you, dudes. Where are you? There you are. See how far away this works. Pretty far.
You cannot defeat me.
Takes out the ads pretty quick. Sinestro's helping, but you know. Alright, now who's next? Let's save him for last. Oh.
My power knows no bounds.
Oa Under Siege and the new Genesis stuff. That is true. Oh yeah. Good point, man. Okay. You just don't queue for those, right? They're outside stuffs. That's cool. Didn't even think about that. That would have been more fun, but then I probably would have got beat down. I'm gonna do something that I know I can beat. Maybe. We'll see how this goes. Furious Metallo. He's so furious.
Give in to fear.
Man, just stand here and block for a while. Do something, Sinestro. You're worthless.
Terror strike.
Nobody likes you, Sinestro. Except for your mama. Actually, I heard Sinestro's mom didn't even like him, so that's how well unliked he is. Seriously?
Your fears made real.
Yeah. One more blast and you are electrocuted. I would think electric would do a lot more to a robot than most anything else. Like, wouldn't it fry their circuits? That's what I would say to him after I beat him. That would be my cool remark. Your circuits are fried! Oh, I forgot about these guys.
You cannot withstand the terror.
I like doing this very much when I can get all the way through the rotation. It's very fun. It's different than the usual just kind of going around the... I call it going around the corner because I set it up that way on the controller. It's the circular motion. I like having to go back to one in the middle and grab it, or you know what I mean. We'll see what our supercharge looks like too. I forgot to even talk about that. Here we go. You have been supercharged. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole hell of a lot, does it? Ugh. I'll go use my barrel just because I want to. You're dead, man. Like one more hit. Maybe. Yep.
We must act now. I will be the conduit and transfer the spark of parallax to the battery. It is complete. Parallax will be reconstituted inside the battery.
Ooh, we got a rifle.
However, something feels... Never mind.
And a shield. Oh, I should have made her use a shield.
No argument from me.
That would have made more
And
sense.
While I can't say I'm thrilled to see Parallax again. It was necessary to keep the
Maybe.
emotional
She doesn't
spectrum
use a
in
shield,
balance.
though. Cassie. Wonder Woman should. I guess, if she wants to. I don't know. That would make sense to me. So yeah, that's electric DPS. In a nutshell, electricity. I always say electric. That sounds better. That's what they should have made it. It's
Right,
electric.
let's get out of here. I don't like the way Parallax is eyeballing me.
Alright. Well, we're gonna leave. I'm leaving. I'm taking my Cassandra and leaving. Now we're gonna go look at mental. I don't think I've showed you guys mental DPS. We'll actually go be Lyda. It kind of feels weird. I'm gonna be being my wife. Let's do it, because I don't think I have anything. I can screw around with her stuff later. Let's go change. I'm gonna try, and I will try and next time I use this tune, I'm gonna have to get her modded so she gets some more power back. It's impossible to show a rotation when you have no power back. I wasn't even getting anything from the dummies. It was weird. Oh, there's Bodhi's tune that we talk about all the time, and that is the new aura, the Seafoam aura. That was free to members. It was the member gift. There's Lyda's tune. We'll go play her. She's doing the new stuff now. I just got, today she got up to a 195, I think, 194, I think, for a troll. But the DPS is, I'm having a good time with it. This is one of Lyda's bases. She's a 193 DPS. I've already done all the outside stuff, but I can go do something again just to show you. But anyway, this one, I'm not even sure where we got this rotation. We did... with this one, she got her robot sidekick. And for some reason this is her supercharge. Rather than using a supercharge in this one, they use Neo Venom boost. Because it increases your strength, defense, and damage output for a time. Stat points, we put it in hybrid. Filled up critical attack chance, critical attack damage. We put more in precision than might and power, but kind of a mix of both. And then for your mods, you do a mix of both as well. Weapons, because it is hybrid, she likes to use hand blasters, so we used explosive shot mastery with bow. And the loadout is very, very simple, in my opinion. You start out by well, do you clip them? I think you do clip them together. Terror tendrils, which starts your power interaction, terrifies enemies. You put that together with menace, which is it's a weapon buff, become terrifying, increasing the damage of your weapon attacks for a short time. And then you go to town with your weapon mastery, clip in Phantom Flames, weapon mastery, clip in Mass Terror, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until these come off cooldown, and then you hit them again. Occasionally hitting your Neo Venom boost. Always using your robot sidekick. And that's it. And it is pretty fun. Even though it seems like it would be boring. It's just kind of, if you enjoyed doing weapon mastery before... Go to Time Torn Area 51. If you enjoyed doing weapon mastery before, this is going to be right up your alley, because your weapon mastery combo is necessary, and your powers basically do what they're supposed to do, which is augment your weapon attacks. So, or not augment, that's not the right word to use, but you get my point. She's already done all these today, so we're just going to go out and hit up some enemies. We're going to bring out our friend the robot sidekick here. Hey, here's a bunch of enemies to hit up. Clip those two together. Weapon mastery, and bam. Animations are cool. Very chick-like. She likes the purple. I mean, not that you couldn't use this if you're a dude. You definitely can. But, there you go. It's definite. And like I said about electricity, it's no earth, but it's fun. She's getting her power back. She's doing enough damage to get her stuff done here. I went in to a mission earlier as a troll. They were wanting me to DPS. I could have, but I didn't because I like to troll. So, I mean, you've got the option there if you want to play a control role. You can do that very well with mental, I think. I think mental's a good controller power. And if you got a DPS or you want a DPS, here you go. You can hit it out of the park, man. Hit a home run and whatnot. I have no agenda. Actually, yes, I do. She's doing the 411 still. So there we go. That's what we're doing. Because she needs marks of or war bonds real bad. She doesn't have. Actually, she skipped over. I think she only got one piece of the Amazon Fury 3 gear. She skipped right over the Fallen God stuff. And pretty much because of this mission, or not this one, we got the kind of free, we're able to go into a war-torn village. Because of that, she started getting better drop gear, or, getting better gear drops, and it brought her right up to the CR that she needed. So those are really cool. I suggest, and when we get the new content, which is next month, I think they're going to be doing that again with one of the locations. So definitely want to be on the lookout for that. If you can get in there, even if you have a little lower level tune, not super low level, because like you saw with my Batman tune, it definitely wasn't happening for him. But if you can get in there and give yourself a little bit of a boost, it will help you get to that next tier. But keep in mind now, though, with the stat revamp, it doesn't really matter if you get to that next tier or not. With the CR, if you don't have the SP, you're screwed. And I saw that yesterday when I went into a raid with Rock. There was a dude, I could swear he was a 204 CR, and I out DPS'd him by like 1.5 million as a 200. And I was like, wow, before the stat revamp, that would not be happening at all, because the CR differential would have killed me. But it just goes to show that now, if you don't have the SP to back up your business, you might fall short. So it's definitely best to focus on those CR. I've been doing a little bit of Legends PvE, because that's a good way to get some skill points if you haven't done it very much. I went out, I realized the other day that I had quite a few marks saved up to purchase Legends characters. So I went and looked. I think we were doing Watchtower Containment, and then before that Hall of Doom Armory, and I went and looked to see what team ups I needed, and I went and bought those tunes with my saved up marks, and was able to knock out a few skill points for Rock that way. Another thing that I have not capitalized on very much at all are the skill points associated with PvP. I really got to look into doing. The only thing is, I haven't focused on PvP enough that I have no PvP gear, no real understanding of how it works, and normally it's just a free-for-all. When I get into it, I just get beat down. But Legends PvP is pretty fun. I do enjoy that. So there's always stuff you can do for skill points, and we'll probably do a few streams where we're just hunting for skill points, you know, just different things that we can do to get some more SP. She's getting real close to having 200, and so that's cool. I'm gonna throw her a 200 party when she does that. She should actually be the one with the 230 SP, because she pushed me so much to get skill points when I first started. She was the driver of the skill points. She's wanting to get back into playing DCUO really badly, and actually would be doing a lot more of it if the darn PS3 would work. She still cannot get the game to download the most recent updates. Still no game assets. And I've tried everything still for the past couple of months that I've been complaining about it. I've still continuously been trying to get that fixed for her, and it's just not happening. I'm starting to think that really the only thing we're going to be able to do is just get her a PS4, which is going to be like another year. When the PS6 comes out, we'll be able to afford another PS4. Oh goodness, the world of gaming. We do have another PlayStation coming out pretty soon, I thought. I have not done that, Shadow, and that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, Shadow Dragon asked, have you removed and reinstalled the game on PS3? We're probably gonna have to do that. I just have dreaded so much the, 3 days or whatever of download time. It's probably not as bad as I'm remembering it as having been. But that should be the next step. We'll have to do that. And if that works, thank you, sir. Because I know that's what they're going to tell me if I call in for support. I've done everything else that they would have told me to do. So I know the next thing will be to do that. I was just hoping against hope that there would be some chance that I wouldn't have to. But yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put it on. Just got to remember, and I always had this problem of not remembering to turn off the auto shutdown or whatever, and just let her go. Actually, it wouldn't even really matter if it continued the next day, really. I mean, I use the internet for work and stuff, but it's not going to necessarily hurt me to have that downloading. We are stronger. Man, and the so we had the what you call it, the eclipse, the total eclipse of the sun happened. Did anybody see it? I know Shadow, you posted some pictures that were cool, and I didn't see anything here. I mean, other than the got a little dark. It didn't get necessarily dark. For us here, it was like looking through a pair of Oakleys. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but just kind of the yellowing, the yellowish. That is pretty much all we experienced. We didn't get completely dark here like it did in some places. I didn't have the glasses, so I didn't really look at the sun to try and see what was up. I took my cell phone out. I was gonna do the whole like reverse, like do a selfie and have the sun in the background and see if I could see it, and freaking clouds were covering it. I went outside and all I could see were clouds. I was like, oh, holy hell, it's just not meant to be. So I came back inside and went back to work and was like, I'll catch it on the next one, I suppose. Probably not, because by then I'll be too old and I'll be like, eclipse, what the hell? Actually, I thought there was supposed to be one in 2024. I thought I read, but I could be wrong. I saw a map on line yesterday when I was looking it up to try and see. And forgive me, I'm wiping the sweat off my face right now. I don't know why all of a sudden it just got super hot in here. It's probably because my headset's on fire. I got fans on me, I got air conditioners all over the place. It's just freaking hot. When I say all over the place, I mean in 2 rooms, but to me that's all over the place. I cannot wait for fall. Go back to using the heater, take these damn air conditioners out. I don't know if any of you guys are using window units. I'm used to having central air, and this is the first, I've said before, this is the first place that we've lived that has had window units, and I love the house. The house is great. I love where we are, but the freaking constant humming of the air conditioners and fans is driving me insane. When I go someplace outside of the house, it's all I hear. And so I can't wait for winter so we can go back to just using the furnace and not having to have a fan in my face everywhere I go. And we're going to do something by next summer. I don't know what. I'm about to just go get a central air unit and put it in myself, or have it put in myself, and be like, hey, landlord, you have central air now in your rental. Because I don't know if I can do another summer like this. I'm going to have to invest in some more AC units or something. Is this guy shooting people behind me? Damn, he got all real quick. It got real. Bodie's on the loop again. And I don't even know if I told you guys last time I streamed or not that I have now, I feel, successfully quit smoking. I have not had a cigarette in over a week now. I did not gouge my own eyes out with a spoon like I thought I would, so that's good. And it's going pretty decent. I like not having to go outside in the heat a couple 100 times a day, so that's a plus. I'll probably like living longer too. I might enjoy that. If I don't have lung cancer, I'll probably enjoy that too, when you look at it like that. There's a lot of tearing people apart going on. Damn, we're up to 203. That's good. I love that scissor kick move. I miss that thing. I don't necessarily miss hand blasts a lot, but there are certain moves that I did like. What is that combo? There we go. 1, 2, 3, hold. It's like you're kicking a soccer ball. Boink. I just kicked a soccer ball at your head. I should have done a better stream. This is the first stream in a while that DCUO has liked when I tweeted that I was going to be doing it. So I feel like I should have performed better. But, you know, you can only do what you can do. And what I can do is normally subpar anyway, so why move the bar, you know? That's, don't want to give anyone any disproportionate expectations of what the stream would normally be like. Oh goodness. We do have, of course you guys saw, I know you both did, the video that we put out about the member gifts, or not just the member gifts, but the gifts this week. We'll be doing another one of those. Should be Monday, right? We get one more set of gifts, I think, before water comes out. Water will be out on the 30th. I believe so. I am actually doing this stream right now in the league chat because I failed to make a new chat for this. So yeah, me and new 52 Superman War are both enjoying this. Sorry, dude. Should have maybe warned you about that. But yeah, we'll have another gift Monday before water comes out on the 30th. I am making a water tune. Lida also making a... She already made one, didn't you? What's yours name? Queen Mara JLU is Lida's tune's name. I will be making a Tempest style tune. Not sure yet exactly what the name will be. And New 52 Superman War would like to be invited. And so I will be doing that. We might make a stream out of that. That could be a good stream to do. Oh, Shadow, you think the aura is the last? As far as member gifts or just gifts, period? Like special for member people only? I don't know. We were counting down to water, so it is very possible there won't be another one on Monday. I don't know. If there isn't, I'm definitely thrilled with what we've gotten. As far as countdown, gotcha. Yeah, and if there isn't, I'm definitely thrilled with what we got. We got some really cool stuff. I mean, they didn't have to do anything, and so definitely good way to promote and get everybody excited about water powers. But the gifts were phenomenal. I mean, damn. I go, even, you know, the bust was one thing. The bust was just blew my mind how cool that looked. But the posters that just came out this week, they are super cool looking. Like, the detail is amazing. The effort that these guys put into making these gifts has just been mind-blowing. It really, I know I tweeted about it today, about people complaining about the members getting special gifts and complaining, oh, you pay for blah, blah, blah. And whatever, and you know, I remember not having a job and what that was like when I didn't get anything. So I got a job. I was 2, and then my life changed. No, but what I'm, you know, I hate to see any complaining when there's free stuff getting handed out because they've worked so hard to do it. And they could have very easily put all this stuff on the marketplace and said, hey, you want this base item pack? It's $20. And people would have probably paid for it because it was super cool. I probably would have. But they gave it to us, and it was sweet, and we will enjoy it forever. And the next stream, I will go take a look at them, because I don't think Lida put them up. I think she didn't realize that the aura was with every tune, that you could download it or accept it with every tune. So she accepted it with Bodhi's tune, and she got the base item pack, but I don't think she's actually even opened it yet. So I would go and show you guys that. You've seen it, both of you, so it's no big deal. But I would show other people that in case they're watching it later. But that's all right. We'll get into it. I put them in the Var Nation studios, so I'll go next time I'm there and kind of show them off and talk about them. But I was super thrilled, super duper thrilled, and cannot wait for water. I still haven't. I know I'm gonna start a new tune with the water power, but I still haven't decided if I'm gonna make one of my higher level tunes. Yes. Yes, sir, you can. And she did not realize that at first, so she only accepted it. And I guess I could go accept it right now for her. She only accepted it on the one tune thus far. I got it with multiple tunes on my account right now, just because I wanted to get it claimed in case there was. Maybe she did it. Oh, I guess she did. Well, let's go see what it looks like on her. It looks cool. Seafoam, there we go. I'm digging it. I can't necessarily tell what it is. Just looks like, to me, blue bubbles, but is super cool. And I guess that's what's cool about it. A lot of people like the fact that you can use it for not just water type stuff. I think on my water tune, though, I'm going to use the fish tank aura because that is so freaking awesome. I love it. I wish you could combine auras, though, because I would combine this one and the fish tank aura and make kind of a just super cool out of this world sea foam fish aura. Maybe someday they'll let us do that. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I've blathered on long enough. Thank you for joining me for the stream. Shadow Dragon, thank you, Magus, for joining me in the stream and jumping in the chat here, guys. Sorry it took me so long. But like I said, we should have things back in order now. And we will be back on Thursday. Oh, man. It's all flip-flopped this week now. So since we're doing it Tuesday, we'll be on Thursday, and then we'll be on Saturday. Well, that'll give us a good weekend stream. I dread any time that the stream is going to fall on Sunday now because Game of Thrones. And we just caught up with the latest episode yesterday. My hair is still on fire from the event. I'm not going to give any spoilers because that is not cool. I know how how much of an asshole you guys would think I was if I gave some spoilers and you hadn't seen it yet. So I will not do that. But I can say this. If you're not caught up with Game of Thrones, you should make that your first priority right now because it's that freaking good. So thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you Thursday here on Var Nation on YouTube. I'm Rock Var. For Bodie and Lida saying, play on.